Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And it's Bina. That looks a cracking ball. Not a hint. There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
India definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to play him in. And he's quick to get rid. Can he get on the end of this? And the pass is intercepted. Shevchenko. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bina threads one in. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! Goal! And we have liftoff! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Number 19, Yamal!
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Tries from distance. And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And that's a dangerous ball. Kamavinga.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has been cut short.
India always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Baena. Number 8, coming on the field. Number 9, Gulen. Number 3, Van Dijk. Substitutions
Norway
taking place.
have run the changes already. And the shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Massaro. Driving through the middle. They want to be quick to recover this. Nuno Mendes. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on
So off we go again.
Is number 13.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No way through. And here's Bojan. And the shot! Norway with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold goes short. India have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. And Messi! And a neat finish! Right back in the game! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Bojan. Van Dijk makes the interception. It's a searching pass. And a chance! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Andrei Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko!
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Norway do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's having a shot! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
After 73 minutes is number 23, Massaro.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Not the most accurate pass.
Norway really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now this could be a chance. Cleared away. Played into space. And that pass isn't the best. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Norway very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Lovely, now then. Massaro! And that's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
The goal scored for Norway after 85 minutes is number 23, Massaro!
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Norway really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Massaro. Mateus. Looking for the run. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Massaro!
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
They've played it short. Great ball, and he's in. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Massaro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that's well spotted. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is... It's Gerrard! And that's it. They will have to shake on that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Massaro voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I'm Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Totti. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. And that could well leave a mark. Goes down, but nothing given. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries a shot! Off the post! Deftly away. And he's managed to gift it back. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, super find. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, super ball. And the shot! He's scored! And we have liftoff! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Totti just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
It's their second corner of the game. Kobel claims comfortably. Ghana have the chance to go the other way. Gerrard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, they could be caught out here. Driving forward. He's in a good... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Gerrard, who's looking wide. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Gerrard makes the interception. Now it's Joao Felix. Foot in. Joao Felix! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Totti. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
3 minutes added time.
Well timed. Oh no, what has happened here? He has found the way through. He's had a shot! In he goes again. And that's in. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. And it's half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Ghana, number 22, Bellingham. Coming on the field is number 6, Messi.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. And here's Dembele. Howson. That's a little off target. Bellingham. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Superb goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
He's having a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bale with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he can clear it away. Shooting chance! And a neat finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great Bale! And he should have made them pay.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Ghana have their second corner now. Shapes to shoot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Gerrard clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Pass is just off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's a key interception. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the counter is on. He's in plenty of space here. Mateus threads one in. Laporte gets over and intercepts. Messi, nice looking ball. Cristiano Ronaldo takes a shot. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gerrard tries to play it through.
There will be 3 minutes
And
added
reclaimed
time.
it in and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, well played. Right, Shevchenko. And that will be the final act. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Quick reminder today.
Dembele
please have
picking
your
up the
entry
Man of the
tickets
Match
at hand,
award,
as it's time
and
to
no
announce today's
surprise
winning
there.
lottery numbers.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Oh, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Puskas. Could be danger here. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot could be on. Brilliantly cut out. Gerrard. Mateus. Aims beyond the defence. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. And the counter is on. Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Norway are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's with the keeper. Akanji, not the most accurate pass. Mendes providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Trossard. So what can they make of this? He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Puskas. Massaro. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Always goal side. Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that has caused...
He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. Norway are back in business. That was easy, almost too easy.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Norway restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Great vision.
Massaro clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Tries a shot! Goal! Norway! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. And we are up to the break.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Norway are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. That gets us going once more. And the pass is intercepted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Zanetti. Puskás plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Trossard. And he's got away from it. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Trossard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nepal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific effort! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
After 53 minutes is number 8.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Nepal dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nepal have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Norway have got it back and they'll have another go. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Massaro. And it's Inzaghi. And it's McAllister. Inzaghi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a wry smile there.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gerrard tries to pass it through. Nepal can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Mateus, and it's Gerrard. Knocks it into space. It's Inzaghi! It's hit the upright. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. No way through.
Substitutions taking place.
Gerrard. And here's Neymar. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Akanji is there, and he can get that clear.
Norway clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic...
Inzaghi! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Pass is just off target. Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's made its way to him. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes
That's an
added time.
excellent interception. That's going to go a long way. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Massaro, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get.
I'm afraid to
and
tell you
hope
that we're
for better
expecting
in
traffic
the
to be
weeks
heavy
ahead.
after the final whistle today.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Norway certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think Mikel Merino is going to have a busy game in the middle of the park, Peter. He's a real footballer and not necessarily a midfield minder, but he can go box to box and be the team's most prolific passer. He really is an all-action player, and I expect we'll be seeing quite a bit of him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it's Gerrard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Merino! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. A header! He will be livid with himself.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Eto'o. And he welcomes it in. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mateus wins the duel this time. Barcelona could counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's Bojan. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Merino. And Bojan! He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that
After
so
20
often.
minutes is number 27, Bojan.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Brazil have a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to clear it. That has been cut short. Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Bojan. Gerrard, never out of the... Gerrard has got himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Albert Ferrer. Now it's Eto'o. Almost half an hour in now. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. Spread to the right. Mikel Merino, who does have an assist to his name. Kajolu. Played out to the left flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. What? Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
There's a sharp little ball here. Belletti tries to play it through. Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Neymar, and he's there to make the challenge. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing, no progress. Some resolute defending there. The ball has bounced loose now, and it's Neymar. Gerrard. For Merino. Ronaldinho simply refused to be outdone there. Looking to play him in.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's definitely not his best. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Casemiro. Number 9, Sergio Guirassy. Coming
Down
on the
to
field,
business again.
Number 17,
Barcelona can really do with some
Number
bigger
20,
names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gerrard. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. They've got to be quick to recover this. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
It's a Brazil free kick. Looking to widen the gap even further here. It's anyone's ball now. Opts to play it back. He has found the way through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Very nicely done. And this is Neymar. Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's beaten the last man. Eto'o! He's got a goal! Barcelona are back in business. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 11, Eto'o!
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's the crossfield ball. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! That's another chance! Goal! Brazil! And they're back in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
It's a pretty loose pass, and it's Ronaldinho. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out towards the flank. It's Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard. That's tidy. Maldini does well not to be outdone there. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
There's no sort of quality on that. Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini. Neymar, good, strong midfield running here. Kajolu. Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pressing high and with purpose. Kajolu. Neymar. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. But that has not gone well. And now the breakaway.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Kajolu. Barcelona very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Albert Ferrer. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He's found the way through. Might be danger here. And that is well cleared. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Ronaldinho.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 18, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field,
Lee Kang
number
in.
18,
Rijkaard is
Number 7,
always scanning the pitch for targets.
Substitution.
With the official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. McTominay. Good read, needed to be. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, super ball! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's that, the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Barcelona really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in.
Well, welcome everybody to a night which will be testing for all sorts of reasons. Big game, but a game being played in conditions which are well short of ideal. We have snow falling and the underfoot conditions could be really trying. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. So it's away we go then. Well, here we go then with this bundle of joy and excitement that has always been Ronaldinho. His career, a thing of legend. But Jim, if you were to name just one game that defines him, it would be, well,
I think undoubtedly it has to be the away game in Madrid back in 2005. He himself scored 2 second-half goals, but I can never forget the scenes when the home fans started applauding him. The moment when even the worst of enemies had to admire what he did on that night.
It was an extraordinary sight. And he's there to make the challenge. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. He's found a way past. He has found a way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Norway are down to 10 men.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle. Oh, great leap! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! One perfect ball, one perfect header.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Bellingham! Bellingham! Bellingham!
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's only too happy to take that back. This looks promising. Looking to play him in. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. He's having a go. And he's following up. And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, they've got it again. And it's Gerrard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Massaro. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Barcelona have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Bellingham. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And the counter is on. He's got away. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. He'll try from distance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nuno Mendes. And here's Mbappe. Musiala. Mendes venturing down the left. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. And it's Eto'o. And this is Ronaldinho. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And he can thump it away. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Van Dijk clears it away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Norway will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 4, Casemiro. Number 11.
And so we're off again.
Number 10.
Norway clearly
Messi.
have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Number 47.
Thinks about the shots. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's It's Eto'o. Spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
That is ended up in no man's land. Mbappe. Nuno Mendes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Bellingham gets flagged offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Eto'o. Now it's Foden. And this is Eto'o. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's heaved it away. And that's a throw. Nice defending, physical and effective. Look at the space here. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18, Eto'o. Number
Well, there is some
14,
activity down on the
Bellingham.
touchline. It seems there's going to be a
Coming on the
change.
field, number 15,
Barcelona leading now.
Girassi.
Foden
Number 22,
receives it in a good position
Zielinski.
here.
The attendance
It's a
for this
pretty loose
match
pass.
was 71,649.
It's loose now on the... This time, surely! Goal! And this is getting better and better. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 13, Memphis. Memphis. Memphis.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's really winded the...
Oh no, this does not look good. Foden concedes a free kick for that. Musiala. Oh, nicely intercepted. Zielinski. Bellingham. Now it's McTominay. Girassi. Oh, he's burst through. Norway can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ball is over the line. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And the finish! Nearly, but not quite.
Gerrard really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is
Hello,
anything
everybody,
but
and welcome
welcoming.
to today's
The
match.
rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me, time and time again. He's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marquinhos. Oh, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's going in strongly.
Can he get onto this? Wriggles his way through. That is lovely. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rijkaard. Both sides exercising caution for now. Akanji. That's a sharp pass. Spread it left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's heaved it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
That has been slung wide. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Inzaghi! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Marquinhos can clear it away. Rijkaard. Over to the right flank. Gerrard. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. And he's gone backward here. Taken back almost at once. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gerrard gets it clear. Akanji. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot! And he can thump it away. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Al Nassr are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Neymar! Oh, crossbar! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess You have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Cleared away. Foden going forward. Threads one in. And this is Bojan. And the shot! And that's another fine save.
Bojan Kirkic really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
And now,
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned
featuring
rest.
our guest performers today. Substitution in progress.
Down to business again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's been slipped through. Neymar gets flagged offside. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Neymar. Neymar making a dash for it. Now it's Gerrard. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Big chance! And a neat finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 53 minutes.
So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
We're looking at a different game now. Oh no, what has happened here? Memphis Depay. Neymar. Look at the shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. That's travelling a long way. Pressing high and with purpose. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. And here's Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Neymar tries to pass it through.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Depay. Pedri. And it's Neymar. Cabo Verde perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Pedri.
Al Nassr really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
And there's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Messi. Messi venturing down the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Oh, terrible pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And it's Gerrard. And here's Neymar. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And he's there to get it away. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he spark a counter here? Gerrard gets on his bike and on the move. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Cabo Verde have themselves a chance from the spot. Can he? Will he? Brilliant save from Buffon! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Mateus fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Cabo Verde with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Memphis Depay. Shot could be... Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. And they're back in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
83 minutes is number 13, Neymar!
Al Nassr have their lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Spread out to the left. Now it's Neymar.
Substitutions taking place.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. He has found the way through. Now it's Messi. He's onside. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gerrard stood his ground strongly.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Mateus. McAllister gets across to intercept that. And he can clear it away. That's good running with the ball.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Neymar. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Alexander-Arnold.
That was lovely, that.
And this is Depay. That's at the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And we are absorbing the energy emanating from the stands of this grand stadium that is the Giuseppe Meazza. And that gets things running.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough seems to come easy for him.
Shevchenko. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ball is over the line. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Strong running down that left flank. He's had it taken off him. Tries to pass it through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Probably be looking to play it square from here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Cleared away. Tries one from range!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
The ball's gone astray.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Applies the finish!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Pinches it off him. Ronaldo gets on his bike and on the move. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
And here's Neymar. Neymar plays it in. Can he finish? There it is! Al Nassr take the lead. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest, the follow-up was going to be good, and that was special.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Gerrard powering forward here. A heavy challenge. Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham going forward. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Portugal unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
With the father of a boy in the
Yeah, you don't get
green
any points for
backpack,
stating
kindly
the obvious,
contact
Peter,
a
but
nearby
thankfully
member of
this is
staff.
still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution in progress.
Down to business again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh no, what has happened? Can he finish? It's a goal! Two to the good. And they are purring, absolutely purring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And he's managed to get free. Bellingham! It's loose, and there's a race for the... And there's the shot! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Could be danger here. He's on his own. And the shot! Yes! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Al Nassr are having a ball here. Howson. And he's running through. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And no mistake. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
80,953.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Shot a goal! And a neat finish! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. He's having a pop! And we have our very first corner.